Hello. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. Of course, I had to come on here and show some love. Show some love. I guess in honor of Valentine's Day, I'll drink something red. Beet juice. I know. I feel like that guy off of what's that show? Um, that I used to watch, and he was like obsessed with beets. Yeah, I got some beet juice, you guys. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Sherry. Happy Valentine's Day, sweetie. My day was so busy. Oh my gosh, my iPhone. This thing is. Get out of here, whoever you are. Are you Siri or who? I don't even know which one is on the iPhone. But yeah. My day was so busy, I barely had time to think about it. Last night, I tried to run a few simple errands and all the stores were so crowded. So I was like, well, I'll just go to this store. Like as I'm getting closer and closer to my house, I'm like, all of them was crowded. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's like the person that's just going into the supermarket to get something simple around the holidays and everybody's doing like their holiday shopping. I'm like, no. The introvert in me was like taking steps, like backing away slowly. Like I didn't even make it out my car. Like when I seen all the cars in the parking lot, it was like, no, I'd rather go to the corner store or something else. And even if it's crowded, it won't be that crowded, you know? It was too much. It was too much. But this is going to be a fun topic, ain't it? Ain't it though? Because, I like you guys to stay ahead of the game that's out here. All right. We're not playing games with people, but we need to be able to recognize it. And I want to level you up on, the way that you might think of situations, the stuff that just might not even cross your mind. Now, I done talked to enough people and heard, I won't say I heard it all because probably still something crazy I ain't heard yet, even though I really have heard a lot. But yeah, we're increasing our emotional maturity today. And we're going to talk about the way these people think and reasons they come back and that just might not cross your mind. Now, we can just past level one, two, and three of thinking. And some of it is very naive thinking, by the way. And I really hope, and sidebar, this is, I did say toxic people. So let's just keep it there. I'm talking about normal people that may sincerely come back at a certain point and have an apology for you. Perhaps. I mean, you can forgive them. It doesn't mean you got to let them back in. That's at your discretion how you want to deal with those type of situations. But the title of this is Ratchet Toxic People. Non-obvious reasons that they come back. All right. Not just to use you for money, not just to sleep with you one more time, not because they need shelter or anything that should be pretty obvious to you. Okay. So let's go on in my list here. And hey, Melissa, she says, hi there. Oh my God, I caught it live. You rock. I'm ready with everything and level up. Let's get it. Yes, let's get it. Let's get it. So, the first thing I have on my list here is that karma is fucking them up. Oh, that was confirmation. Like, I got two notifications, one on my phone and something crazy just happened outside. So yeah. So somebody on this live, your ex is going through this right now. Karma is fucking them up. That is a non-obvious reason why they're coming back. So they need to spiritually escape. Yeah, they need a spiritual escape. So if they come to somebody, dang, that somebody doing firecrackers, like you guys can't hear what I'm hearing right now. So they need like a spiritual shelter right now. Mm-hmm. So they want to bring their dark cloud over to you because karma is fucking them up because God saw everything. He really did. And people think they can escape their karma. And just because you're not seeing what this person is going through, trust me, they're being dealt with. Sometimes they are suffering in silence because they have issues with their ego, and they'll be damned to let you see stuff. But guess what? God is he knows that too. He know how to humble a person. He knows this person, every strand of hair on their head. So he knows exactly where to break this person down. And sometimes that karma gets so bad, it will make them have to do a pivot right on back to your ass. It's kind of equivalent to situations where the same people that give you their ass to kiss, they end up needing you in a way where they only can come through you, or they only have to, yeah, yeah. Gotta put them in a situation just like that. Just like that. But yes, they'll come back to try to escape themselves, or basically escape that karma that they're in. So the question that I would ask you in that moment is, do you want to share their karma? Do you want that energy coming near your energy? Because once it makes contact, it'll take a moment to clear it out. That's why even when you separate from this energy, it takes you a moment to get your wind back. First of all, you got to cleanse yourself out from the energy, and that just doesn't happen in 1 second. So yes, when karma is fucking them up, they're going to need some type of spiritual shelter, you know, and you're not a refuge for that type of entity. That's not who you're supposed to be a refuge with, and that's why when that energy comes near you, it disrupts, the balance in your life. All right, so we always have to keep that in mind. Don't let people play on your empathy. Don't feel, and trust me, I have been there. I have been there, you guys. I will share a little snippet of something just to show you how this shit goes. Now, I was in a relationship with somebody, married to them, okay? And, the person showed me they were two-faced, extremely two-faced. So after the person betrayed me, I said, fine. So I filed for the divorce. It was like a one and done situation. I filed for the divorce. After the person left me, they lost their job, got diagnosed with cancer and all types of shit. Now, when they got diagnosed with this cancer, I figured, you know what, even though I'm divorcing this person, I'm the only support system they have. I tried to be the bigger person and help them through that situation. Guess what? After they got well again, they went right back to the same old fucking ways. And they betrayed me the similar type of way again. Luckily, at this point, I hadn't stopped the divorce and it went through and we were legally divorced and all this stuff. But they still gave me the ass to kiss and wished illness on me. So that's a little testimony right there for you that no matter what, I'm just, my advice to you, as a matter of fact, I probably was intercepting that person's karma at the time. I was intercepting it. So I'm just sharing that little story with you just to let you know, sometimes you feel like an extreme situation. You're like, well, mm-mm, mm-mm. Remember who you're dealing with, and it wasn't for you to rescue them. It really wasn't for you to rescue them. So when that karma is fucking them up and they spin the block around on you, just remember that situation I just told you. Yeah, you'll help them out and then they'll wish illness on your ass. Okay? Yeah, but moving right along. The next thing that I have here on my list, you guys, is God's giving you actually a chance to practice your boundaries and humble them a little bit further. Yeah. Now, this person is going to be calling your bluff. Yeah. But them coming back to your doorstep is actually your moment to return somewhat of a favor there. Not your moment to reconnect with them and start all over again and fall for the okey doke and, let them love bomb you again. It's actually your moment to really reaffirm your boundaries, showing that to God, and to humble them yet further because they thought they had it like that. So when people, the narcissist is back, they can only really come back if you let them, point blank, period. But it's actually providing you an opportunity to take authority and to tell them to kick rocks. It's your moment to do that. Okay. Not to be weak for them again, not to fall for the dumb shit again, but it's actually your moment to shoot them the fuck down. Okay. You don't have to be rude and disrespectful about it, but they ass ain't getting back in. I'm not going to be, well, you did all this stuff to me. So, they ain't going to get that type of response from me. But that's just me. I don't know how you would do that, but yeah, no, that's not what they're going to get from a person like me. Mm-mm. So, another reason, a non obvious reason why they may be coming back to you guys is to actually make a new person jealous. This is just called triangulation. It's easy when this person to come back for you to just think about you and them. But a lot of times it could be, they're using you to get back at somebody else. Now, you guys should know about triangulation by now, but it may not cross your mind in that very moment. You know, that's usually not the typical chain of thought, but yeah, they could actually be using you to get back at somebody else, to make somebody else jealous, to pull somebody else in, something of that nature. All right. Another non obvious reason why they could come back, you guys, is to set you up for some type of downfall. Yeah. To set you up in some type of way for some type of downfall. I don't know. Maybe you guys could have a child support course coming and any type of legal reasons to dig up some dirt on you. Like, like that's why that analogy of wolf in sheep's clothing, like coming back telling you everything that you want to hear, like they understand your perspective and saying, sounding right, but still the same inside. So to set you up for something negative, okay? For another downfall, for another betrayal. I know that's really messed up, right? Because ultimately this person is coming back because they're on assignment. A lot of times we don't think about the spiritual aspect of your relationship with these types of people, but they're on assignment to destroy, to distract, to distract you from your promotions, your abundance, your breakthrough, your longevity. All right, this person is trying to take your life source. Now this is different than all these 3D things that we think about the narcissist coming back to take from us. What about the spiritual aspect of things? Because that is the root of it all right there. They're on assignment. They're on assignment. How successful will they be with this assignment? It depends on how spiritually smart you are. How much are you acknowledging the spiritual aspect of everything involved in your life, honestly, and particularly these toxic ass situations? They're on assignment, you guys, to destroy you, ultimately, to destroy you. So if they leave, you do a little bit of glow up or a lot of bit of glow up, you're getting your sparkle back. Oh hell no. That demon inside of them is infuriated. Like, how dare you leave me and do and get better? When I left you fucked up, you were supposed to stay rock bottom or worse. Your life was supposed to never be the same in the worst way. But I left you and you actually fucking transmuted that shit into a glow up. What the fuck? You look better now? You're doing better than when I had you before? What? That angers that demon inside of them. And they're going to try to come back in some way, in some way. And just think about it. You did the work. And their mind is like, wow, hmm. Well, they're really ignorant, by the way. I mean, they're intelligent, but they're ignorant at the same time. They're spiritually ignorant. They tend to be a little bit smart on the 3D. And I hate using the word smart with them, but this is how they know how to manipulate. They get smart on the 3D, but they're spiritually weak. And a lot of times they're spiritually ignorant as well, even if they know the Bible inside and out. Because if they were really wise, they wouldn't stay on that team to begin with. Okay. That makes them spiritually ignorant. Like, how could you be spiritually smart and still choose the dark? That doesn't make sense at the end of the day. It doesn't make sense before the end of the day. So yeah, you done did the work. They didn't have to be a shoulder to lean on. They didn't have to help you pick up the puzzles. They didn't have to do none of that shit. They left you with all that mess to clean up. And it's appealing to an ignorant person. Like, well, damn, she got her sparkle back, or she or he, they're doing even better. I could, if I could get back in with them, it could be even better for me this time. And I didn't have to help them get there. They did all the work without me. They're not going to have a conscience about not shooting in the gym with you, or even the messes that they had thrown into your life, shit that set you back because of you were fucking with them. They're not even thinking like that. All they see is you got that sparkle back, and they're on assignment to destroy. Some of that can be envious as well, but they want to tear you back down. So, yeah, they want to stop your progress, crash your hopes again, destroy your future and your present, just break you back down again. Get that sparkle back out your eyes. That's their assignment. That's how serious you guys need to take it. So, that's why when people in the past, they come to me and they feel so conflicted when this person comes back, because they had sincere care and love for this person. But it's like, are you remembering who you're dealing with here? Do you remember that? And are you thinking about the spiritual ramifications of going back into that energy, or allowing that energy to come back into your life? We have to stay mindful, you guys. Like, it's very spiritual. It's very sick. As a matter of fact, like, I've gotten so in touch with things. Sometimes I could just look at a picture and look in somebody's eyes, because eyes are very telling for me. They are. And I could see it right in their eyes, how happy, how depressed, how sad, and even how demonic a person could be. And when I look at people who I feel are narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, or just definitely in a dark ass place, you could see it in their eyes. Is not a very, you do not see that light in their eyes. It is not very warm. It's very, I don't even like to look at it for too long. That's how, it's not a fear thing for me. It's just, eh, what's a good word for that? It's, uh, number one, I don't want to be inviting, first of all, but it's just very, I'm trying to find a good word for it. It's definitely not a fear thing. It's just un I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna have to think about it. It's just unsavory for sure. Like, nobody wants to really look at that. It's unpleasant. There we go. That's the word I need. It's very unpleasant for me. Very, yeah, disturbing. Yep, Melissa. Disturbing is another word for that. Unpleasant and damn sure disturbing. So another non-obvious reason that this person can be coming back, you guys, is, someone else discarded them, and they need an ego boost. And I know you're like, well, yeah, the grass wasn't greener, and they're coming back, but they're not coming back for the type of supply that you think. They just want you to remind them of their false self. Hype them up off of the false self, during a love bomb type of situation. So they want some empathy, and you're like a backup plan. You never want to be somebody's backup plan. That's for sure. Yeah. So another reason they would come back, you guys, is to break up you and your new partner. Let's just say that they could see that you have a lot of options, or maybe you've actually started a relationship with someone. They're not coming back because they really want to sincerely be with you. They don't want you to have real love. Remember, they want to destroy and distract you from promotion and abundance. And whether this person is going to be your spouse or not, they probably treating you better than that person. So it's already an upgrade. It's already an upgrade. And especially if they feel like this person is an upgrade and you moved on doing better. Because if they're not keeping you stuck, they're failing on their assignment. The fact that you're even dating somebody. See, they want you to stay in the energy where you don't believe in love no more. You feel like it's nothing good for you out there anymore. They want you to give up on being able to have that. They want you to be so broken, defeated that you don't even speak that life into your life that you can even have that with someone. All right. And I know there's a lot of broken people out there, but it doesn't mean out of the billions of people on this planet that you still can't find someone that's going to treat you good, that can love you, that can commit to you, that can reciprocate you. See, if they're able to fuck your head up that bad to where you don't even think you can have love, you can have the companionship that you want. I'm not speaking to the people who don't want that. Everybody's not meant to be married. But for the people that want that, if you let these horrible relationships psych your head out that bad, then they won. That's one of the ways that they win. And they've won the assignment. This person will never believe in love again after they fuck with me. I won. I won. And that's where the healing comes in, you guys. That's where the healing comes in. So they'll try to intercept. Anytime you get something good going on, this person coming right back around to fuck it up, to, bring some confusion, now to cause confusion, to make you, trigger you back into your toxic self. And then you're self sabotaging your new shit and what you got going on. Have you second doubted? Because sometimes when you were with that toxic person for so many years and you haven't been with this new person that long, the trauma bond that you had with them, they're trying to reignite that shit so that you would be second guessing it. Well, and then people will be like, well, the known devil is better than the unknown one. Well, who says the new person is a fucking devil? And then you start talking yourself out because we're human, we like things that we know. And then, in the worst case scenario, you revert back to them. And then as soon as they know that they broke that up, guess what? They're gonna just kick rocks with you. Their assignment won. They ain't gonna, yeah, you would have done that for nothing. You gave up this new person, went back to the old thing, and then wasted your time. Melissa says, wow, they were trying so hard to break me. And I got angry. I never felt that way. Just they gotta go. Yeah. Yep. They definitely have to go, you guys. So another reason why they might want to come back, you guys, is to trap you with a baby. So, I already made videos about watching who you give your sexual energy to. But I have to say it like that, trap you with a baby, not to marry you, not to really commit with you and be with you, because, a man can leave a woman with a child. How many single mothers do we have out here? And this is another way of setting you back. And I'm not trying to sit here to say that children can never be blessings, that you can't love your child, you can't work with it and do the best that you can. But, if somebody's just coming and pumping a baby in you and leaving you, there's no structure to it. It is causing a hardship. It is. I feel for women. I see them on a bus stop with 2, 3 kids in the winter time, okay, struggling, working 2 jobs, this and that. There's a better way to bring a child into to the world. Now, of course, we have to take accountability as well, but you can't just be all willy nilly with people. You got to protect your womb. And there are plenty of men like that and women who will trap you with a child. They know they're going to have access to you and they can get that access to you without actually being with you if you keep that child. That's real simple. That's real simple. So you better be careful. You never know what somebody, especially if they're toxic like that, and they will think on that level and they will not feel any way about the broken home or anything. All right. Another non-obvious reason that this person will come back, you guys, is just because they want to chase. You're a challenge again. And the narcissist empath dynamic is a lot of runner and chasing energy. So, people like that, they want what they can't have. So, Heather Marie says, "What if I actually wanted to be with him, but he thought I wanted him because of status? He's the only man I've been with in 3 years, and he said he didn't want anything serious." Well, that last thing that you said right there, and you said I had no choice but to walk away. Smart woman, smart woman, because he just said it. I don't want anything serious. And he's insecure about a woman taking his money. He's one of those men who's afraid a woman's going to take half. So yeah, he's nowhere near looking for a commitment. So you did the right thing, but it sounds like you had a soul tie with him after them. I'm assuming that you slept with him, but that's probably what was keeping you stuck on him. And doing that for 3 years, you really bonded with him through sex because we do release bonding hormones when we have sex. So I'm glad that you left, sweetie. That was very smart. Now you just need to work on breaking that soul tie, the sexual soul tie that you probably had with him that's making your emotional stay, all over the place about this situation. Her said, mine actually said those words. I should have gotten you pregnant. Yep. Yep. It's so sick. It's so sick. And I'm a black woman, so it's even sicker for me in our community, as I know like 80 something percent of black children are born out of wedlock. It's very sad. It's very sad. That's a whole nother live chat, honestly, and how our families are missing out on building wealth in our children and having a two-parent household. But yeah, yeah, it's sad. The devaluing of actually making a commitment to someone and seeing it through and being healthy and working through things in a healthy manner, being real partners to each other. Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad. All right, you guys. Let me see, because I bounced around on my list here. So the other thing I have on here for a non-obvious reason for them to come back, they're simply no longer in control. Sometimes psychologically and manipulatively, people will feel like, their absence, and isn't it one of the 48 laws of power about gaining control through your absence? You know, maybe they thought you were going to miss them, but instead you ended up in a whole new relationship. Whether it was the one with yourself, showing yourself the self love and your career blowing up, and meeting new people and making new friends. You ain't missed their ass. So it didn't them leaving you and discarding you didn't give them the control that they thought they were going to get. And oftentimes a narcissist discard is not final. They intend on coming back at some point, but they're going to come back a whole lot fucking faster when they realize this shit is not playing out the way that they thought it was going to. And they care about, having you for their reasons. For their reasons, okay? For their reasons. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. I don't want you guys, and I'm gonna make a video on this about some things to be careful about during the healing process, like confusing things that go on, like confusing your intuition with fear, you know, thinking that things that are actually trying to divinely guide you as you not being able to tell the difference because if you've been like disconnected from yourself in a certain way while you were heavily in those trauma bonds with other people. Yeah, yeah, you guys. But the Melissa, narcs don't discard, in my opinion, they shelf. We can discard their ass though. Yeah. But sometimes you'll hear something called the final discard. That's what they'll say, a final discard. Because you could discard something and want it back, but a final discard. But we're the ones that have to make it final. That's something that I've said like years ago on the channel. You make it final because usually they won't. I'm not saying that a narcissist can be one and done with somebody. These things happen, but in the situations where you guys were just going back and forth, right? Yeah, they discard things. It's still a discard. To me, it's still a discard. It's just not a final one. Yeah, because when you think about the emotional and the psychological aspect of discarding something without care, even if they're putting it on some type of shelf, there's no type of care about it, not in any type of nurturing manner. Like if I put my books on the shelf, I did it neatly. I care about it. I want to preserve my books. Like when they discard situations, they just throw it away without without care, without care. And then when they come back to it, it's like, they want you to act like nothing ever happened. You know? So to me, I'll still take the discard. I still take the discard. But it's good to have like, these type of conversations, especially around Valentine's Day. And I know it's beyond Eastern time. You're like, girl, this day is halfway fucking over. Because these are times when they could try. They could try to swing back around these times. Or not. If they feel like it'll hurt you more to not hear from them, it really depends on their agenda. But at the end of the day, your agenda has the final say. Your agenda has the final say. And Valentine's Day, hopefully, to the people that listen to this channel, is not just one dimensional. It's not just about romantic love for anyone out there that could be single right now. It's just about love, period. Love things, period. With pets, with animals, with friends, with family, and with your damn self. Like I started celebrating Valentine's Day like last week with myself, buying myself beautiful flowers and all types of things. Okay? I don't need other people to do it. And I do it all throughout the year anyway. That's why I didn't feel any type of way about what I was doing today because I show myself love all the time. So, yeah. And Melissa says a part of the healing, not feeling worthy or good enough. I've been working through those thoughts and feelings. Right. Because, that person's acceptance of you does not determine your worthiness. You know, it didn't rest on that person's ability to see your worth or stay in a relationship with you. So you might have to work through some abandonment issues, it sound like as well, Heather. You may have some abandonment issues to work on too. And, in the future, just, make sure you're not prematurely attaching to people. Because once somebody tells you, I'm not looking for anything serious, but yet you still invest in a relationship and connect with them on a serious level on your end, you're the one that's going to be emotionally messed up when that person sticks to what they said. Because I just said this, like, was it a live chat yesterday or the day before yesterday when we were talking about a little bit of dating? And I said, when someone tells you that, what, we're going to have a situationship, especially particularly a man, don't think that your love and friendship and devotion, and he's going to see like how great you are, and that's going to change his mind. Mm-mm. Take people for where they are and believe people when they tell you. Like, especially stuff like that. We like to run off when people tell us how great they are, and we like to fantasize about that and idealize that. When someone tells you they're a piece of shit, when someone tells you they can't deliver, like, believe it. Believe it, like an empath would be like, "Oh no, you're not a piece of shit." Look, if they're calling themselves a piece of shit, if they're in that type of energy, believe them. Believe them. Yeah, Heather says, yes, ma'am, I've been addressing all of those issues. Good for you. Good for you, sweetie. And, you know, and you'll know better next time. So that's what I had, you guys, for some of the non-obvious reasons. I mean, it could be something messy too. Like, you just never know with them. Like, if I were to just think of some messy reasons why, shoot, maybe they were using you as their muse and this person was on the down low and they need to look like they're not. It could be a guy on the down low and he don't want to get caught. It could be any type of messy reason that this person is coming back. But the key word is messy. You're not anybody's muse. You're not anybody's front woman. You're not anybody's plan B. You're not just somebody's fallback girl, safety net, and just them being on assignment. Shoot, them being on assignment. And be careful. Just be careful. You don't know where these people been, where they've been sticking their things, and mm-mm. You don't want to be catching no STDs, STIs. And even if you're not catching those things, just throwing your bacteria off. Ugh. Yeah, it's very nasty, you guys. Like you gotta guard not only your heart and your spirit, but your body and your health. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You don't know what these people who fly off of emotions, what they be getting into when you're not around, what they've been doing, anybody's booty hole, anything. Like, oh my God, it's disgusting. Please be careful. Be careful because they buck wild. Buck wild. Um, Maria says, thank you so much for these videos. Melissa says, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, sweetie. You've always had something positive. I appreciate the energy. Make sure you guys like the video. If you want me to come on and do more live chats, let me know. If there's topics that you want me to talk about, let me know. I know somebody's waiting for me to do a video on attachment styles. So I'll do that too. That's one of the videos that are going to be coming up. And it'll just show you how you might attach with people and how other people, you'll be able to pick up on how other people are attaching to you. So it's a good thing. And I'll give some examples on um, the 4 attachment styles. And honestly, you can have different attachment styles with different people because they might provoke you in a different manner. So it's pretty interesting. But you might have a general way, though, for sure, that you'll find that you interact with, how you attach with others. And it'll be rooted on your childhood. But we'll talk about that in another live chat, you guys. Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy your Valentine's Day. I'm hoping that you are showing yourself love first and foremost, you know, and the year is just beginning. So just let it be good. Let it be good. Like I said, if there's things that you guys want me to talk about that can help you on your journey, stuff that you're going through, leave it down in the comments. I do read all my comments, you guys. You can even email me if you want me to answer your email on the channel. I could do that. It might be helping somebody else out with your situation. If you want to talk to me privately, you guys, okay, there's my website right there, lakiacrawford.com. I do offer private coaching. Melissa says, shut up. Wait a minute. Yes. Self love on a regular is a bomb. I just love me some me. Good. And if you want to deal, there's a screening process, of course, vetting. Yep. Absolutely. And here's the thing. You guys. You'll get to a point where even if you're vetting people and you start, hanging out with them, you start dating, whatever, and you realize it's not the one, you can let it go and walk away. That's okay. Being healed doesn't mean like every person you talk to is going to be the one, is going to go to the highest degree of everything. But being healed means that you're not going to be over investing in situations, so that if it's not the one and there is going to be an ending, is no more devastating your life. Is no more draining you. Is no more like knocking you down to where you got to start all over again, and all of this heavy duty inner work that's going to come because it was just so messy and toxic. That's what being healed means. It means that you can go out and have a dating life or whatever. And, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's no shot at my self esteem. It just didn't work out. Okay. Next. It's not things that are going to be devastating you because you're not putting yourself in these vulnerable situations, or you're not getting too far ahead of yourself. Yeah, that's what it means at that point. And I want that for all of you. All right. So I'm going to get off of here because I have an early ass morning. I don't know why I scheduled this appointment so early, but I know it's the right thing for me. But I guess I'll be getting it in and out of the way. Yeah, so, but you guys take care and enjoy your evening. And until the next video, take care. And, I've put up a few videos over the last week too, if you guys want to just catch up with the channel. And they're really good conversations. There is always more than what meets the eyes in these chats. All right. So enjoy those and take what you can to help you on your journey. Take care, you guys.